Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. Suffering with allergies, but all's good. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I am here. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. That's where you ask a specific question and I give you a specific answer. As you can see, I am working with my beloved, well-loved Morgan Greer Tarot today. Let's get right into it. I will answer one question per person. You may ask questions for other people too, though. That does not count. But specific questions only, please. And special shout out to the members, to the moderators. Thank you all. Thanks everyone for being here. Please do like this video. If you're new and have not subscribed, please do. And let's get her going. All right. Okay. Mix you here. Michelle in Canada. Nice to see you. I'm wondering if I should apply for OW or if it's going to cause more headache than it's worth. Specifically worried about my taxes. All right. Apply. Yeah, I can see why you might think it would be more trouble than it's worth. I can absolutely see why you would think that. Will there be issues regarding your taxes? I mean, I think you'll find a way to work it out, but there is a concern. You are right to be concerned. You're right to be concerned. I can tell you that. And I'm thinking that maybe not applying is the right answer, that it would, in fact, cause more headache than it's worth. All right, and that was an example of me giving a reading where I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know what those things are. Like, I mean, I know theoretically and realistically what taxes are, but what OW is and what, any of that, I don't know what any of that is. And it's okay because I just read the cards and do the reading. So that was fun. All right. Trey Cameron, nice to see you. Would I enjoy FM more or would I enjoy more with what I currently have? So, once again, got no idea what we're talking about, and that's okay. And make sure it comes back and says that makes sense. So as long as it makes sense, we're good, right? So, oh, Justine, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we just set up the new light. And the question was going to be, would anyone notice? Would anyone notice that I'm working with more light? Now, if I put my head up like this, you will absolutely notice because you can see the ring. But as long as I do this and no further, right? There it is right there. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Okay. So, Trey, would I enjoy FM more? Trey, you've always been so accurate with ones I haven't specified. It's one of the things I love doing. Like, don't even tell me about it. Let me just, let's just see. Which makes sense. Spirit has the information. Right, it's not mine to begin with. All right. All right. FM, what you currently have. I think what you currently have is superior. So, there it is. There it is. All right. So I'm going to be running off to IT John as soon as we're done here to say, they noticed. That was good. That was the question when John set it up for me. Are people going to notice? Because it seems really different to me. So, there it is. Okay. D9, nice to see you. What can I anticipate in my job search in the next 2 weeks? Oh, finding a job. I'm sorry. I know this has been a difficult thing for you, my friend. But I think what you can anticipate is finding a job, the end of your search. Good luck. Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I am interested in insights regarding the speaking out I've been doing lately. Has it been helpful or effective and in service to the greater good, or am I spinning my wheels? I think Give me a minute. I think that the speaking out that you are doing is good and appropriate. There's a time and a place, and there may be some times in some places where you will not. And I think you have a good nuanced approach to how and where and when, and just the way you do it and the energy that you use, that I think is perfect. Absolutely perfect. The question is, are you hurting yourself in any way with it? And the answer is no, I do not think so. I think you're great. I think you're good. Adriana Belange, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, and I have to say a huge thank you first to Justine for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate it. All right, Adriana Belange, thanks so much for being here. I've been asked to schedule some meetings for my boss job application, but it's not clear to me if it's an internal or external job. Is he leaving? I will be affected, hence the question. So let's see, hang on. So the question is boss going to be leaving his current position? I don't think soon. Now, if it's internal, he'll take you with him, right? Most likely. So, like, is it internal or external? This is very unpredictable and could go a lot of ways. I don't think he has anything specifically in the works. I think he's keeping his options open, and anything is possible. I don't think anything's going to happen quickly. But you're right that a big change for you may be coming. It's possible, right? And so let's see, do we see your job? I think your job will change. I'm not sure I don't think your job's going to end. I think your job will change. And honestly, there's some potential that even if your boss goes to another company, he'll want to take you with him. That's possible too. So there's that. Okay. Aria Wilson, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Does R have any romantic interest in me? Let's take a look and see. There's something there. It's not like super formed or super understood. There's a little energy there. Like, I don't know that R is like, oh yeah, I'm totally on this and I'm totally going for it. But there's something there. Perhaps an attraction, perhaps a little bit of an interest. And do I think that the two of you would be compatible? This seems very much like it would be more, I think that you could be compatible in a certain way. I don't necessarily think this would be like the love of a lifetime as much as it would be a thing of right now, if it were to happen. And that's fine. Okay, Teresa, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I'm adhering to strict schedule to graduate this December. Do you see me meeting my goal? I think the wind is at your back, and it's very likely that yes, you will. Yes, you will. Hey, Renata, Quinn Kilharius, nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. And thank you for your kind words, Amy Foreman. So nice to see you, and we're so excited that you're teaching an intensive at StarCon. Yay! Yay! All right. Okay, George, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What's Sherry doing in his life now? Is he happy after I went away? He's doing his normal stuff, same as ever. He just conquers what he conquers and does what he does. Smile Soul 20, Gina Rutledge, good afternoon to both of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being members. Nalini Kalu, yours is the next question that I see. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Will I be moving in June or not? Still looking for an affordable place. You know, you may wait. You may wait. If you have the option to wait, you may find something better even a month later. So I think that could go a lot of different ways. Okay, hey, Tortoiseshell Moon, Kathy, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, thanks for being a member here, and thanks for using members only emojis. What does the universe want you to know today? Knight of Cups reversed. You have to really think about your relationship with the people around you, both living and dead. Those who have passed on, like how you view the relationship versus what the relationship really was and how it affected you. There might be some reprocessing you need to do on that. Likewise, relationships in your life right now and the way they are going, you might need to look at some things with some different perspective in a way to learn to set better boundaries and be clearer, more clear on what makes you happy and what doesn't. Joyous Ocean, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, so you have a specific question and I don't see it. I see my specific question is, and then I don't see the question. Well, I will keep looking for it, but it's nice to see you anyway. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. Could you please ask my spirit guides in the universe on how to release or replace my bad habits with productive ones? You know, I would say stop. I think you're being overly judgmental. And I think there's some things that you're calling bad habits that aren't bad habits at all. What are bad habits? Smoking, mindless snacking, shit talking yourself. Those are all really bad habits. I'm afraid, perhaps, that some of the things you're thinking of as bad habits really are things you do during downtime that you see as time wasting, but maybe are necessary. So that's, first of all, some of the things you call bad habits may not be bad habits, number one. Number two, don't make that an even exchange. Like get rid of bad habits, start new habit. Don't do that. Don't break that apart in your head. And if there's something you want to be doing that feels productive and feels good, start doing it. But you don't have to, because if it's well, I have to deprive myself of something and I have to muster the courage and the strength to do something new, that's like two hard things all at once. So just start the new thing. And I think naturally, the more healthy things will take over the more unhealthy things. All right, Pip, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I'm wondering if there's any guidance around developing my mediumship skills. So, I think for you, in your own mind, you have a lot of I don't know if it's fears or concerns or upsets or insecurities around this. And I think if you could just see it as part of normal operation and as normal operation with tarot, and just let it be part of everything you do. And maybe you will also do mediumship sessions that don't involve the cards, and that's fine either way. It doesn't matter. But just, I think people have a tendency, when it comes to mediumship, people have a tendency to sort of see it as this very separate thing. And I think for some people it might be. But I think for a lot of people, man, psychic is psychic. And to just normalize it for yourself a bit. And I think that would really help. Okay, Janine Barnes, nice to see you. If my life becomes more settled, is there good energy around considering a social worker bursary or a different advocacy-based role? Okay. I think you're right that right now is not the time. I think you're right about that. Will your life become more settled? Yes, indeed it will. So it's not an if, it's a when. It will. And this sort of role, you know, is this sort of role right for you? That's so interesting because theoretically it is. Emotionally, though, I'm not sure it is, because I feel like you're going to be in a position where you're going to be trying to help, advocating, taking care of, but you're going to be more frustrated at the ways in which you are thwarted by the system than, or like the minimal response you're allowed to give to a very big problem. And so you might find it really super frustrating. So I could see why you would want to. I think you would be good at it, but I think you would have to overcome the frustration. That would really be the key. The frustration, the empathy, all of that. All of that. All right. Oh, good. Tortoiseshell Moon. I'm glad that made sense. Good. Dr. Alled, so nice to see you. You have moved to Delaware. Very good. Should you look for another job? This one is okay. The pay is good. It's part-time and allows me to complete my dissertation, which is the most important part of the mission. So, look for another job. Keep the job you have. I mean, the thing is, I think you don't love the job you have. But I think the job you have is fine and fits into your life right now. If the pay is good and you can do your dissertation and you don't hate it, I think you should stay where you are for a minute if you can. Okay, Julie. So this is interesting. It's a message from, I'm assuming I'm looking at people, SS and SRK. I'm assuming these are people's names, and I'm assuming these are people in spirit, and these are two separate people. That's what I think this question is, but it's worded in such a way that it could be something completely different. So I'm just going to say it and pull the cards and see what comes out. SS, don't worry, things will get better, and you are loved. SRK, there's a lot that you have not been told. There's a lot that you don't know. So there's some things that you don't understand because you don't know the whole story. And it's important to try to get more information. All right. Marion Newberry, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Great question. So fun. The Tower came up today. Okay. May I have some clarifier cards for that message? So it's about something coming. Hang on a minute. It's about something you're going to have to deal with in the near future. And it's something that is not unexpected, but maybe not welcome. And it's a recognition that whatever is coming, and it is in the natural course of things, will be difficult and you will not feel prepared for it, but there is nothing you can do to be more prepared than you already are. So I think it's just cycle of life kinds of things, and recognizing that you may be preparing for some change. I keep thinking it has to do with your kitties, you know, that it could be something coming up with one of your kitties. So that kind of thing. All right. Salima Blue Wine Spiritual Awakening. Would I get an intimate partner soon? And I would say to that, yes, I think so, absolutely. So I just want to go back to Marion Newbury. And, so it could be like one of your cats needs to go to the vet. I mean, it may not be like tragic, but just the sense of like keeping ready for some unexpected thing to happen. Okay, Claire C., thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Should I take my camper to Melbourne Beach or Manatee Hammock for a month? Melbourne Beach. Okay, Caroline McLaughlin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Can you please ask if our son Jake is doing okay with his mental health? Just needs some time out. Holiday, he works really hard. All right. He does work hard, but he takes a lot of joy in his work. He can, like his mind can go all over the place. And that can happen. And I don't know if rest is really what he needs. What he may need is some therapy or some medication or some combination thereof that would help him when he sort of goes off in those directions. So I think it is a mental health issue. I don't think it's horribly serious, but I think there is a mental health issue here, and I don't think it's about rest. I think it's about how to manage unwelcome and intrusive thoughts. All right, Christine Hallowell, nice to see you. Will I be getting a new job offer in June? Oh, you did get the new apartment and you're moving in very soon. It's a good deal. That's so good. I'm so glad. Okay. So, a new job offer in June. Maybe June, maybe July. Maybe June, maybe July, but it's coming. Lit. I'm wondering what it is that I'm missing about reaching my goals. All right. Maybe the only thing you're missing is patience. Maybe it's just going to take longer than you think. Canchin. Spirit advice for June. Okay, I think June is going to be a month closer to you having what you need and being able to do what you need to do. And that's what it is, man. You just got to keep doing what you got to do so you can get to where you're going. And June is another month of that, which is fine. Okay, Justine, once again, thank you so much for the super sticker, for being a member, for being a moderator, and for being here today and using members only emojis. My question is about the guy Jay. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't gotten my hopes up lately after seeing positive signs from him. But I really want to manage my expectations. What can I expect from this relationship in the foreseeable future? I mean, I think there's something here. And, here's what I'm going to invite you to do, Justine, and I think this could be mind-blowing. But I'm going to invite you to explore the possibility of holding space for the relationship and being in the relationship and letting it develop without attaching to an outcome, without attaching to, oh, maybe this is my guy. Oh, this is so good. I want this to go on forever. Oh my gosh, I hope I never lose this. Oh my gosh. What if I lose it? Like I'm wondering if you've got maybe like an anxious attachment style, and if that's what's going on here. But I think we all kind of do to some extent, right? Because if it's good and delicious, you're going to want more of it. And then there's also the other side. I hope I'm not making a mistake. I hope this is as good as I think it is. I hope it's not going to get all weird. So there's all kinds of stuff there. And so the advice is to just let this unfold for now and observe it. Be present for it, be mindful of it, and observe it and enjoy it in the moment for what it is. If something comes up that is problematic, process it. And if it keeps going, it keeps going. And let's see how that goes. And maybe do some research, right? Anxious attached for sure. Maybe do some research on anxious attachment and how to work with that and deal with that. It might be time to identify that and heal that, which is not a J issue. Right, it's a dating issue, exactly. Because of it, dating takes so much mental energy. And what happens if you just date him or anybody without attaching to it? My investment here is that it be what it's going to be. And here I am. And can you get to that? And could you do that? It's an interesting question. All right. Lydia. Me and boyfriend took a step back to focus on our individual stuff, but agreed to talk at least once a day. He isn't doing the last part though, and disappeared on 3 separate days in the last 11 days. Talked to him and said how this hurts my feelings, but he says he's doing the best that he can. The thing is, this makes you feel disrespected. And is it really the best that he can? I don't understand why he can't just reach out and say, okay, hi, nice to say hello to you. I care about you. I love you. And that's all I have the bandwidth for. That's all I can do. I don't see why he can't do that. That's pretty simple. Or even a text that says, love you, miss you, thinking about you, just wiped today. Let's talk tomorrow. I think there's ways you could be flexible if he was at least showing up. But it sounds like he's just yeah, can't deal, so you don't exist on that day. And that makes you feel erased. And that's not going to work. And, you've been struggling with this relationship for a while. And I have always felt like there was something good there and the two of you really care about each other. And I don't not feel that now. I still feel that. On the other hand, this is a pretty specific request, and it's a small request that you're asking for. And if he can't do that, my question to you is this the right guy for you? It does make me wonder if, maybe you've tried everything you can and maybe he just doesn't have it to give. So for the first time here, I'm starting to say, up until this point, I've been really supportive of you just trying and hanging in there. Because I know y'all really care about each other and I know you're both good people. But I feel like if he really doesn't have the bandwidth for you, then you need to go find someone who does. Sorry, that sounds harsh, but I feel like you've been patient for a long time. And your patience has not been rewarded. So, there it is. All right, and just a reminder to people coming in, today is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. We do specific questions. So ask a specific question. And that's preferably not, what does the universe want me to know? Or what do my spirit guides say? It's preferably a specific question. Elizabeth, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Gina, I see you spilling the tea on me. That's so funny. All right. Elizabeth, thanks so much for being here. Do I got my business name or close to it? So at this point, I know you've been working on this for a while. I think where you're at is good. I think you're good. If you like it, I like it. Seriously, I think you're good. Oh, Karen, I'm so excited. I almost don't want to check the cards right now, Karen Hendershot, because I am so excited having read your first sentence. So, Karen Hendershot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I appreciate you. I am going to take a look at dogs. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Is it the right time? I have a lot to take into consideration besides I just want one, and I understand. And as I'm sitting here being excited for you, I don't have to take it to the vet. I don't have to feed it. I don't have to do any of that. I'm just like, get a dog, get a dog, get a dog. Okay? This, for all of you who are readers, is a lesson in getting your own personal agenda out of the way. And let's see what we see. Lydia, thanks for that feedback. Yeah, that makes sense. Totally. Okay, Karen, is now the right time in Karen's life for a dog? And the thing is, it is a lot of work. There's work-wise, money-wise, house-wise, it's a lot. We recognize it's a lot. We recognize that we can't just go on enthusiasm. That is right. That's true. But should you do it anyway? I think there are some hurdles you're going to have to jump over first. Now, I hate to say this, I'm crying. Now may not be exactly the right time. It may be time to prepare, it may be time to think about it, but now may not be the right time for some very specific reasons, and it feels like contractual reasons, maybe having to do with where you live. I feel like there's things you've got to get straightened out first, right? So is it the right time to bring a dog home like this weekend? Probably not. Is it right to start getting things in order so you can get a dog? Yeah, absolutely. Baby Cake, so exciting to see you, so excited. Babies, dogs, kittens, man. The babies came to visit yesterday. Oh my gosh, so cute, so cute. Oh, I have more pictures. Allison's dressing them in like big people clothes. I mean, I don't mean but they're not wearing onesies anymore. They're wearing like shorts and shirts, or Aubrey's in a little sundress, and oh God, so cute. Anyway, so yeah, babies, puppies. I'm just a sucker for these things. All right. Adrija, nice to see you. How's my love life in June? Maybe some disappointments, maybe dealing with some disappointments from May, and then maybe some new things coming in that could be good, so maybe transitory in a good way. Hey, Barbie Bird, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Someone has reconnected with me lately, and I'm curious if you feel this person is worth my time and energy at this time, or if love is on the horizon for me. So, okay, a couple things. So this person that is reconnected, I feel like it's kind of nice to have that reconnection, and there's like a friendship and a familiar energy, but for a romance? Really? I don't know, man. I feel like you've already found out everything you know about this. So I feel like it's like, oh yeah, I remember that this is, there's some things about this I like, but the whole package, I don't know, man. Now, what about something, do I think this person is worth your time and energy? I don't. And obviously, oh, Karen, it's your cats. Hang on one second, Barbie. Karen, it's your cats that you're worried about. Okay, so there may be things you can do to sort of condition your cats or train your cats to one part of the home or something. So I think you have to start getting them ready, is maybe the thing. So that's a thing. All right, Barbie, excuse me. So, I just, you know this person, and I just feel like you've already seen the answer to your question. Now, do I think love is on the horizon for you generically? I think you have to heal from the past, and it's not just this person from the past. I think you have to fully let go of everything from the past, that there is nothing from the past romantically that is appropriate for the future. And when you do that, then the right thing will come in. Because I think there's ways that shows up for you in other ways too, not just this one person, but in other ways too. All right. Okay. Hey, Serious Shakir. Oh, babies! We get to talk about babies now. Just wondering if another baby is a good idea now, or should I wait? And so all the things I said to Karen, I'm going through my, a baby. But let's take a look and see. Is the right time? Actually, I think you are approaching the right time for a baby. Yes. And just to go back to Karen Hendershot for a minute, I hope you're still here. How would your cats be with a dog? Pissed off. You're right. So you're going to have to condition them to it in some way. Okay, so Ren Geronimo, nice to see you. Normally on Saturdays we just do specific questions. I will honor your request for a general card reading. Ren, I wonder about career for you. Are you looking for a new career? Are you thinking about some kind of learning something new so you can do something new? I feel like there might be some opportunities that way to look for. Martha, nice to see you. Thinking of taking 2 weeks off alone in August. Is this a good plan? My girlfriend might not think so. So 2 weeks off alone in August. I think the reason you're like, oh my gosh, I want 2 weeks off alone in August is because you are overwrought right now. You don't really want 2 weeks off alone in August, and you're right. Your girlfriend would be pissed. You're right, and with good reason. I think we have to recognize that you need a few minutes off right now. And that, yes, you should take an alone time this week in August, or this week. Yes, this week, immediately, if you can. But I feel like, maybe you could take like a 4-day retreat on your own and then also spend some time with your girlfriend. I don't think you need 10 days alone. So there's that. Okay. All right. Hang on. Sorry, just trying to give me a minute. The way the scrolling works, I get lost pretty easily. Well, that could just be me too. All right. Renata, Quinn Kilharius. I sent a happy birthday message to a friend who's been distant for months. I don't know why she's distant. How did she feel about it? Is it worth it to keep trying to rekindle our friendship? So, how did she feel about receiving a birthday message from you? There is a connection still there, but it's a little upsetting. She's been distant because something upset her, something emotional upset her, but she still does care about you and still does want to be your friend, but hasn't communicated what's going on. Is it about you, something you did? It may not even be something you did. It may just be what she's going through and she doesn't have the bandwidth. It may be that. It may not be you. The distance may not be you. She may be distant from everyone and everything or anything she can be. So is it worth trying to keep the friendship? I mean, I am often that friend who doesn't have the bandwidth. I'm often that person. But I try to be also the person who says, hey, I value you. Thank you for your patience. If we are to be friends, this is the reality, that I spend all day, 7 days a week talking to people as part of my job. And so I'm not going to be like the person hanging on the phone with you. That's not going to happen all the time. And I think the fact that she can't communicate what's up is the problem. The fact that she's been distant is not the problem. The fact that she's not communicated is the problem. So I would think that if she could be a better communicator, this friendship is worth it. If she can't, it feels too one-sided. That's really where I sit with it. Does that make sense? Angie, hey there. Will I be in a relationship with SG? I'm sorry. I'm looking at this and I'm like, but why would you want to? I'm sorry. I see some real problems there. I think it's possible. I think it's possible that I think it's possible you could be in a relationship with this person. But I just see a lot of problems there. I would be careful. I would be careful. All right. Renata, the lighting is so good. Thank you so much. John will be very happy to hear that. Okay, Amy Foreman, me again. Adam is here with me. Hello, Adam. I haven't talked with you in years. Hope you're doing well. He asks for business advice for the summer. Okay, couple of things. Be really, really clear on schedule, pricing, communication, like real clarity, nothing loosey-goosey. Yeah, and there is an opportunity here for real growth. So clarity, buttoned up growth. There it is. All right. Ashley, I'm kind of curious to know about this new connection with the person I met, about how this new connection with the person I met is going. Am I overthinking things? Let's take a look. What's going on there? Interesting. It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird thing. I don't think you're overthinking. I think it's a weird energy. I think that this person that you have met is an interesting person for sure and likes you. I think you are interested in this person in some ways, but in some ways not. And I almost feel like on paper, this person may check some boxes for you, but in other ways, maybe not. And so you have to be really honest with yourself about what you're thinking and feeling. But I can tell you that this person likes you. Michelle F., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I want to know if the new endeavor I'm working on, producing a show, cool, will be successful overall and successful financially. Oh my gosh. So there's a lot of steps to this. It takes forever. There's some difficult people, some difficult circumstances. This is not an easy peasy thing. It needs to be done. 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 There are ways at first that it is the opposite of successful, that it is like a drain on you. But if you keep doing what you have to do and keep it going, move it forward, do the work, I think it will ultimately. I think it will ultimately. I don't know. I think it will be important. You know, when we talk about success overall, there's a lot of metrics for success. And you know what keeps coming to me? This is so funny. And I don't know if it'll be exactly like this, but this is an example of the kind of thing I'm seeing. Schitt's Creek. Okay, it comes out in like 2016 or something, and everyone's like, yawn. What's that? That's weird. That's weird. Suddenly there's a pandemic, and we're all home watching stuff, and now it's like we all love it. We all, you know, it's like part of our consciousness now. Could be that kind of thing, something like that, where at first it's weird, but then it's not, right? Something like that. But it's important. That's the point. It's important. Okay, Princess Nee, what would the universe like me to know? Usually on Saturdays, we do specific questions. I'm happy to answer your question, though. The universe wants you to know that if you're not happy with your situation, you're going to have to figure out how to change it. It's up to you. You change it. Dr. Aled, Robin Renee, you don't hate the job. It's a little less mentally stimulating. That's fine. Use all your mental stimulation on your dissertation. Okay, My question is if my finances get better in the near future and if I need to do anything to improve them. If there's anything you need to do right now to improve them for the future, I mean, the normal things that we do when we're trying to improve our finances, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. Will they get better? It's going to take some time, but yes. Like over the next 4 years, they'll get better. Over the next 4 months, a little bit, but you're going to need to really step in and make some changes. Okay, and a question from Arpin. Is day trading good and beneficial for him? You know, he's got an eye for it. He needs to know the risks. There's an up and a down on it, but ultimately, yes. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I'm planning a day out tomorrow or Monday. Which day is best, and should I go ahead? What do I need to know about the event I would be attending? Okay, about the event you would be attending, if you go there and there's a part of you that's like, should I go there? I don't know. If you go there, it will be good. It will be good. It is a good thing for you. You should go. Now, is it better to go Sunday or Monday? Well, it's like it's different each day. So there's pluses and minuses each day. Like if you could go for both days, that would be even better. But if you're just going for one day, I would say Monday. Okay, so Caroline, he does have ADHD and has been on medication for almost a year. There may need to be changed. There may need some change there. Okay. Okay, Nayla B, can I have a love reading on my future with Mo and what he thinks of me? I think he finds you attractive. I think that's true. I think he's interested in you. I think there is a potential, there's something here. Whether there's a huge long-term future, I don't know, maybe not. But I think there's definitely something here. So Bella Luna, nice to see you. Okay, you did come back with a specific question, and I will get to that question. You are up next. Hang on a minute. Hang on. There you go. Okay, Bella Luna. What is my June love life like? Actually, I think there's something coming in good in June. I think there could be a new relationship that could be really interesting in June. Okay. Okay, Gina Rutledge, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. When I do a love reading in any capacity for my dearest friend, I'm spot on that it takes a 180 every time. Where am I screwing up? Okay, I'm going to tell you my guess and then I'm going to check the cards. My guess is you have not yet learned the fact that love is essentially unpredictable. That like, okay, so say it's a situation where a friend meets someone and you do a reading and you're like, oh, this person is interested. I think you're going to get together. I think it's going to be great. They do get together. It is great. And then they break up. You weren't wrong in the cards you saw. You just assumed that those positive cards were going to be there forever and not just for the moment. If I've learned anything in 30 years of full-time tarot reading, it's that love is freaking unpredictable. And there it is. So that would be just, one tarot reader to another. That would be my take on it. Now, what does it say in the cards? Yeah, I think that I think the cards confirm what I say is that, what you might want to do is be less predictive and be more observational with the cards. Looking at, like what can you do? What can you do to make this relationship be the best it can be? What is the best this relationship can be? What is the worst it can be? That's a great reading to do because then it could go in either, if this goes well, it will go well for these reasons. And these are the things you should do to keep it going well. If it doesn't go well, these are likely the reasons it won't go well, right? These are the kinds of readings I would do. What should you watch out for? What are ways you could be compatible? Those kinds of things. And that way you're giving advices without having to be overly predictive. Okay, Chris Anesti, nice to see you. How does moving out this coming month look like for me and my fiance? This month might be a little tight, but soon, yes. Soon, yes, it's happening. Okay, Maria Barisi, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Maria Barisi, finding another job soon. Yes, and it's going to be through someone you already know. Okay, Princess Nee. Okay, is new love coming my way? I think you have to heal from something from the past first. Serious Shakir. I get excited when I hear puppies too, right? Right. Jenny, I'm having an issue with a person I'm romantically involved with. How does he feel about the issue and what does he plan to do? He's not sure, but I think what he wants to do is make the best of it. Try to find a way to make the best of it. But he's also defensive about it. This could be a problem in the relationship going forward. He doesn't want it to be. He wants to find a way to make it work, but this could really be a problem. Oh, Jackie, thanks for that feedback. All right, so I'm doing one question per person. So I feel like I just got through all the questions. If I accidentally skipped you, please let me know. And it is last call. If you're here and you have not asked for a reading and you wanted to, now is the time. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I'll be back Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. I have a new rant up if you haven't seen it already. And I am available for readings. I'm working all weekend. Today's pretty booked, but tomorrow and Monday still have openings and, throughout next week. So feel free to reach out. My friends, thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you. Take care.